stream started.
Hello, hello. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Hello. I have noticed that for some reason it seems like OBS is not like as loud as I thought it was supposed to be, which is weird because I see my thingy, my volume mixer, and it doesn't look like there is like an issue with that, and I'm not sure exactly what happened either. Maybe it's the sound like compressor that I put, so it doesn't like overwhelm the stream. Yeah, I've been wondering. Yeah, actually, let me. Well, it's not like that high. Weird. Well, at least the audio is like improved overall, in my opinion. Yeah. Ah. E. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing today? Lizette? Hello. Welcome. Pretty good. That's nice. I'm doing good. I've been editing the video. I feel like I'm making quite a bit of progress. I'm already officially 50% like in progress, completion. Yeah. I'm not even sure like what to talk about. How do people figure out like subjects to speak at the start of every stream? Not only like I speak less, I often just do like 30 minutes or something, right? If it's not like me rambling randomly. How do other streamers just somehow manage to just constantly speak without running out of like stuff to speak about? I really have no idea how they do that. Yeah. Well, there is one thing I can do to actually like speak non-stop. I could even like go 10 or 20 hours like speaking non-stop. And that is speaking about video games. Yeah. I feel like I could like speak about that like without stopping. Yeah. Because it's like the subject I'm most interested on. Yeah. Yes, but I cannot just... It would be weird, right? Because I will be basically speaking like on and on about video games, and I'm not sure like it would be interesting. Yeah. Yes. Like, for example, I could go and criticize Hogwarts Legacy non-stop. Yeah. The fact that they give you the answer for the puzzles immediately after you get it. The fact that some quests get like auto-completed without you having to do anything. The fact that the castle doesn't really like get a chance to shine or be like admired because the game encourages you to fast travel everywhere, so you never actually learn the layout of the castle like at all. Yeah. The fact that because the game set it so only things you can interact with are like part of the story or part of the quest, you can like literally easily tell when something is part of the quest. You don't even need to have like the interaction, the quest enabled. Just for the mere fact the object is interactable, you can actually tell is part of the quest. Yeah. Which is something I don't think is good. Yeah. Because you basically get spoiled really easily. Also, I don't like the fact that the game is at every turn trying to like set the classes aside, like not letting you attend the courses, right? Because I would have enjoyed if you had like the option to just literally take the classes, right? Where the teacher actually gives you a class about magic. I will see through that like easily, right? Practicing spells and that kind of stuff. I will even like add like levels to spells and mastery to them, right? That way there is a reason to go to class. You go to class to like improve your spells, right? So grinding would be quite literally going to class. Yeah. I will even like make like half the library interactable, so you could like read the books in the library about every subject. That would have been incredible. Yeah. But no. It feels like the developers are like afraid to actually... Hello. Welcome. How do you pronounce your name? NCMP? NCNP? Master C, no problem? They really seem really limited. Yeah, Sean? Show on. Shade Award Night. Yeah, I feel like they are afraid of actually committing to the setting of the game, basically. That's what I feel. Because I would have like totally leaned on the school aspect of the series, letting you take the classes, practice, go to school and mastery, go to different classes. That would have been like really, really good. Yeah. And then you can have like an 8 to 1, for example, set of courses that you need to do, right? And then in the afternoon, you get the typical adventures, right? You get to go to diagonally and different settings you see in the movies and the books. That would have been awesome. Yeah. Letting you live, right? In the actual world. Because it feels like the developers really were scared of committing to the setting. Basically. Yeah. Yes. That's what I have done. I would have done in their place. I haven't played the game yet, but I think Polly has you juggle the game missions with handling your actual school classes. Yeah, that would have been awesome. If you had like to handle your classes while you do the missions, that would have been awesome. Yeah. But I feel like they are like afraid to actually use the setting. Maybe they are afraid of boring the player, right? Making you go to classes would be like difficult, right? But if you set the classes to be like optional, right? Where you can either like go to the class and say trait to get a bonus to the skill you're trying to learn, or you can just go to the class and skip, do like a time skip to the end of the class, so you can actually get something without the bonus, but you get to skip the class. Yeah. That would have been awesome. And you can start to set like different settings in the class. For example, you can get like a calendar where events of the schools, for example, the tournaments or the different kinds of sports, or when you face the other schools, that would have been awesome. Yeah. And then you can have like the main quest in the game happen while you are like attending school. That would have been like significantly better than what we got. Yeah.
Greetings, Oba-san.
Oh wow, Oba-san, huh? Yeah, because now that I think about it, maybe that's why they start the game on the 5th year instead of from the very start of the game. Yeah, because that's also very like weird. I don't think they explain why you are starting the school at the end of it. Yeah. That's another like issue. Yeah. Oh, Bason's command a lot of respect. You can be one without the age of age? Huh? I don't get it. Are you confusing Obasans with Lollibabas or something? 1 second. Let me turn the AC because my room is getting hot. 1 moment. I'll be right back. 1 moment. Huh. Yeah. I feel like the devs couldn't commit. Or maybe they didn't know what to do with the IP, maybe. That could have been it. They wanted to make like an experience like the movies, not really like anchored on the actual setting and the books of the school, right? They wanted the movie. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah. It's weird. Maybe threw too many ideas into the game. I think. I don't think so. Do you know why I don't think so? Because I noticed there is a distinct lack of actual like interesting ideas in the game. Right? Because think about it. What has like happened in the game so far? Right? We were going to the school for some reason starting at the 5th year instead of the start. Right? Somehow we get intercepted by a dragon. We fall into some ruins. We go to the vaults, right? Where we meet the villain, technically. We escape, we go to Hogwarts. Right? So far, we don't know why the villain is doing what they are doing. The villain doesn't seem like a threat, right? Because we could escape easily. The ruins didn't tell us anything, like at all. The only thing we know is that there is this supposed like ancient magic that is like non-descriptive. It's supposed to be like special, but apparently we are the only ones who can actually see them. And according to the game, it's a lost magic, right? But it's kinda weird because they also say the school was made without magic, which it will imply that the school was not. Either the school is extremely old or the magic is not at all. Yeah. All the people who were playing this game for this controversy, I never hear anyone talk about the quality of the game. Nor I have ever seen them beat it. Really? Did no one actually beat the game? Wait, really? Well, then again, beating the games is like my thing, right? I don't really like leaving games halfway. Yeah. But yeah, the game doesn't feel like it has any like ideas, because for example, if you had like a abundance of ideas, the classes would have been like more rich, more interesting, right? So far we have had the duel, right? The tutorial for pulling objects to you. the Leviosa thing, and that's it. Right? We didn't really like have had the chance to actually play with the spells. It's only been combat so far. Yeah, I would have like enabled the use of the classes if you had like RPG stats. There is the other thing. There is RPG stats, but they are like not using it. You have like levels and XP, right? You have like HP, attack and defense, but you don't get to control it, right? Which is kind of weird when you think about it. You wouldn't think that would be like one of the main things. But even though I've been like leveling up, I'm not told on level up what status change, right? I only noticed that my HP had gone up when I check like the menu, right? There was no notification. There is this like bunch of systems that they are like not used, basically, because you have a bunch of like menus that feel like they would be like more useful. You have an inventory, right? The game like briefly mentions like crafting and recipes about potions, right? But then they like throw it to a side, saying that the classes won't tell you this, or I believe they like implied it. And then the RPG stats feel like they don't matter, but because my attack and defense is 0, right? And yet I can attack and defend, right? They don't tell you what changes each level. The inventory is basically not being used, like at all. I've not been like collecting anything, right? Because collectibles, the ones that are like lore and basically trophies and that kind of stuff, I don't count them as items, right? Those are collectibles. Actual items in the game, I have not seen a single one. Also, I'm getting like coins, gold coins in some chests, but I have not seen a single store, like at all, which is weird, right? I don't have a use for the gold I have, right? It feels like they built like this RPG game, right? To be like the foundation for this game, and then they either like ripped the actual RPG game from the foundation and then built this like watered down child's game on top of it, right? But because they cannot really present too many like complicated stuff to children, or that's what they think. They never actually use any of the systems that exist within the game, right? They don't think the child is going to be able to manage an inventory or handle a status, right? Like a status point, an ability point, leveling up, right? They don't think they will be able to craft, so they don't give you recipes, even though the game mentions them at certain points, right? It feels like there was a game there, and then they just like rip the game off, leaving the foundations, and added a different game on top of it, but like significantly more watered down. Yeah, because you even have like the equipment menu where you can put hats and different like cloaks and clothes, right? That feels like an RPG, right? Where you can equip different pieces of equipment, right? But they don't use it. All the equipment is like 100% cosmetic, which is very weird, right? Especially when you see that they are giving you the cosmetics by putting them behind like puzzles around the school, but they give you like the answer to the puzzles, right? It's weird. It feels like the equipment is supposed to do something. Yeah. The way you describe the terraforming of a game, it reminds me of the butchering of Banjo tree. Yeah, bots and alts. I actually feel like maybe something like that happened here. It's weird. Right? Because there is a lot of pieces that would like imply the game is an RPG. Right? With stats, with equipment, with accessories, with grinding, right? With crafting. You have an inventory, right? But it feels like they removed all that, inserted like a bunch of collectibles, pages, and random doodads, right? For the kid to find and grab. Yeah, there is like something off of the game. I would be interested in maybe asking a Reaper, a modder, to dig into the game files and see what we find. Maybe we'll find a bunch of not used, like objects and like items and that kind of stuff in the game. Maybe some like semblance of the game that was. Yeah. Because it feels like either A, they had an RPG and then they scrapped it, or B, they wanted to make an RPG, but they didn't know how to do it, how to balance it. So they built like the outside appearance of an RPG, but they never actually made an RPG. They put the menu to equip like equipment, the inventory, XP, stats, etc. But they didn't know how to use it. So the RPG like aspect was like completely superficial. Yeah, it might have been an RPG before the publishers decided to dump it down. Actually, now that I think about it, here is my theory. What if the game actually started at the start of the year, right? You came into the game as a new student from first year, right? And then you will be like grinding and doing quests as the story progresses, right? It was an RPG, a full-blown RPG, going items, inventory, equipment, etc., right? Then the executive said, wait, this is supposed to be a child's game, right? Whatever you did here, we don't want it. Dump it down, right? redo it as a child's game. So what they did, instead of like scrapping everything, they basically made you skip like pretty much everything in the game by starting you on 5th year instead of starting on year 1. And then they just destroyed like the end part of the game to implement the game the executives wanted, right? So they disable all the like equipment, like the items, right? And they left all the collectibles and rewrote the story to take place only of the last years of the school, right? But there were like 5 whole years of gameplay that they just hid behind this like a hack, right, of the game that was. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why you start on 5th year. Because everything that happened from year 1 to year 5 was scrapped. And what you get is just like this watered down like demo with all the systems and equipments disabled with a different story. With only this like shadow of the RPG that was. Only this like ghost of the RPG present on the shape of the menus, in the inventory system, in the equipment system, in the fact that there are levels and stats that don't do anything, right? On the fact that you have levels and XP. Yeah. Maybe the reason they won't let you like explore during the starting sequence when you're in the ruins is because there is more, right? Instead of like trying to shoehorn like invisible walls into the level, they introduce this little like leash mechanic where you, if you stray too far, it will like make you lose, right? But there is an actual like level at the start of the game that they reuse or something from when it was an RPG, right? That's why they don't want you to like stray too far, because you will see what it was. That's the theory I have. I would like to check. I would like to ask a modder or a reaper to check if they can data mine the game to see if there is anything like suspicious. Yeah. I wanna see what they find. Yes, that's a theory. A theory. A game theory. Yay. Okay. Shall we go to the suffering now? Let's see. Gaming.
Stream started. Hello, greetings, or Barsan.
Damn it. Mama. Hello, welcome.
I came in time. X3.
Welcome, Verthandy. Welcome. 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 Oh. Starting the game. How you doing today, Nintendo? Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so today are going to get annihilated by Radhan for the next 3 hours. Ha. I need to get the rust out. Ouch, that actually hit me. Nope. Ah, mistimed that. Ah. Gotcha. You finished Lies of P DLCs next? Nice, congratulations. Yeah. Maybe you could say because of recessive bias I had calling it final boss number done? Really?
Lord brother.
Ah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I also believe I need to fix something right here. There we go. The color is normal now.
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola.
Mikla.
And my promised consort, Radhan.
Wow. There was an attack like buffer right there. Ouch. Ah, really? What the fuck? Wait. Wait, what the fuck? Why is my controller not working? Hold up. Oh, now you attack. The fuck? What? What the hell? I cannot attack. Huh? That button is working right here. You can see I'm actually like moving, right? But outside, it does nothing. Huh? Hold on, let me restart the game.
Hello, smiley face emoji, heart emoji, waving hand emoji.
Hello, welcome Mundo. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hello. Ah, what happened there? Hold on, let me restart the game. One second. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why one of the buttons was not like working. It wasn't like registering in the game. It was just simply not attacking, which is weird. Okay. One more try. What boss? You mean Radhan? I have been trying this like at least 5 or 7 streams. Yeah, there is like at least 5 or 7 streams where I've been trying to kill this guy. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Ow. Ah, shit. There we go. Ouch. Ow. Ah, really? Wow. That's so fair. Hmm. Ah. Nope. Nope. Ow. Nope. Ah. Ah, really? Ow. Nope. Ouch. Okay. Shit. Ah. I feel like I'm not doing like any damage to this guy. Hmm. Hello. Lovely. You're doing damage, but just about 1 HP. Yeah. Also, my build is like not very suitable for this kind of battle. Lovely, thank you, lag. Just some time. Such a lovely coincidence. I don't think he's a force of nature. He's just badly designed. Twice in a row, huh? Nope. Ah, shit. Thank you. I'm glad to see the lock-on targeting system is working as expected. Ow. Whoa. Ah. Nice targeting system.
I promise
Lovely.
you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Shit. Ah. Hmm. Turn your to golf, and as you try to hit the ball, your opponents try to attack you to stop you having a chance to make a good shot. Yeah, it feels like that basically. Okay. Ah. Whoa. The fuck I dodged!
Promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Lovely. Ah. Sometimes I feel like the control is not responding. Thank you for the present. That's another tactic I could use. Now that I think about it. I could like... I could like put a message outside of the arena for people to apprise. Yeah. Really? Wow, everything is hitting me. Lovely. I don't have any heals anymore. Ah. Lovely. Wow. Not even the one that is supposed to save me, like give me one last chance, was enough to save me there. Wow. I can actually do that, I believe, if I switch this for my shield. I believe this one right here. Actually, instead of switching it, I can just equip it, like over here. Lovely. Lovely. That would mean I need to remember to use it, however. Lovely. Wow, the OE killed me? Lovely. Ah. Isn't it nice that now that I equip the shield? Now he doesn't actually use that skill. Isn't that lovely? There we go. Oh wow, it didn't block all of it. It's just a part. And none of it hit. Lovely. Ow. I wonder if... Ah, shit. It didn't work. I wish I had. Really?
I promise you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
It seems the shield is not, like, going to work for me. Sadly. Yeah, he, like, captures you, so Michaela can try to charm you. I could go the other way. How about if I go the hard road? Hold on, let me empower this one. Yes, we are back to Radhan. Indeed.
Well, well, well. Back at it again with Radhan, croissant emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Oh, you cannot actually, like, enchant it, huh? Okay. Then let's go like this. That's going to be, like, difficult. I wonder which
Radhan.
attacks are parable. Okay, I don't know which attacks can be parried. I wonder which can be parried. Hello. That can be parried. But it didn't, like, cause him to stagger. Almost all his swing can be parried? Really? Huh. Interesting. Again? There you go. Also, how's the game development going? We fixed the starting menu, the continue a new game, basically, because they were not working properly. Now you can save and delete games. Yeah. I also set it so you can actually name your save file. Yeah. Besides that, we don't have like much progress, sadly. Is there any point in parrying his attacks? Because he doesn't stagger. Oh, you need to parry him several times to stagger. I see. Well, that's an issue. That's one. Ah, shit. Yeah, parrying times might be possible, but I don't know. Can you parry the second phase? Is my question. If you cannot parry the second phase, then there is no point. Because I can go through the first phase. The issue is the second phase. You can? Okay, nice. Lovely autolock. That's one. Ouch. That's two. That's three. That's one. Ah. That's two. Ouch. Ah, that killed me. Breaking his combos on second phase makes it easier. Yeah, I'm going to try to parry all the Stardust combos. That maybe will give me a fighting chance. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. Nope. Thank you, Lag. Very lovely of you. That's one. Ah, shit. Okay, that doesn't work. Good to know. Ah. I need to figure out the timings for the parries. Also, I don't know if you know, the parry window for daggers, like this one, is very small. That's one. That's two. That's three. Ow. Gotcha. Nope. Shit. Oh, you can also parry the blood lane? I thought you couldn't parry those. I thought those were like a skill or something. Oh. Oh. You can also parry the cross slash? Ah, okay. Nope. Gotcha. Nope, it didn't work. Nope. Ouch. Gotcha. Ah, shit. That one I need to figure out. Is the jumping attacks and explosion attacks you can parry? I see, I see, I see. Hmm. Nope. Nope. Gotcha. Ah. That particular cross attack right there, can you parry that one? The one that causes the shockwave? Or that one is not parryable? I wonder. Shit. The parry window is very small. Shit. I dodged too early. Nope. Ah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Not quite, not quite. I wish there was not a loading screen each time you died. Yeah. Gotcha. Damn it. Sometimes it feels like I'm doing well, and sometimes I do not. Yeah, it's very punishing. The worst part is that it doesn't even feel like a good battle. It feels like it's difficult just for the sake of being difficult. Ouch. Ah! I feel like something fell right there. I was doing really good. It's just not used to parry, I suppose. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, thank you, Ottain. That was very graceful of you. Lovely. So if you get hit by the first one, there is no time for to sneak a parry right there. You just get hit. Gotcha. Oh. Ah, really? Ah, shit. Yeah, there is barely any, like, chance to do anything. Ah. Damn it. The timings are a little bit tight. But I can do it. It's possible, right? If it wasn't for the, like, damage he does, I feel like I would be having a more even fight. Ow. Yeah, if you get hit on the second attack, you cannot parry this next. Yeah. You can't parry the double handle swing. Okay. Good to know. Because I was questioning if it was that I just got the timing wrong or something like that. I always felt that one. So you can parry both of those. I see, I see.
Are you winning, Verthandy?
I'm not really winning, but I'm learning new tricks. Ow. Ow. That didn't work. Okay. First time I reach the second phase parrying. Yeah. Oh, wow. Lovely. Very fair. Can you parry those? Or just the last one? Yeah, that's pure BS. Hello, Reis. Welcome, welcome.
Kiss mark emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
Ouch. Lovely. Everything you can parry in the first phase, you can parry in the second phase. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this... The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Wait, what the fuck happened here? Windows, what the fuck are you trying to do? The fuck? Suddenly Windows tried to like get my location? But because I have like a setting that is like filtering that kind of request, basically. Ouch. Because I have like a security set to prevent people from tracking me. My like security got like tripped and it locked Windows, but I don't know why. What the fuck was Windows trying to get to my location? The fuck? What? It's good that I have my security. I don't know why Windows was trying to get my location. Okay, that really threw me off. Why was Windows trying to get my location? The fuck? Thank God I have set it. I have the tripwire set to like interrupt everything I'm doing if something like tries to track me. Yeah, because it even kicked me off like Elden Ring and throw me into my security program. Yeah, that was really confusing. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. I'm going to have to like do a little like check on what the fuck is happening inside Windows. Maybe I need to remove some programs that were installed with the update. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, it's very annoying that the bosses doesn't run out. of MP. Damn it. Damn it. Ah. One second. I need to let my cat out. I'll be right back. One moment. Give me one moment. Oh, you managed to actually collect a bunch of them? That's nice. It's good to know that you're actually checking them out. I wonder what kind of story are you building from the blocks? Gotcha. Gotcha. Shit. Wasn't super sure the batting is the first dungeon. Yeah, that one is correct. One moment. One moment. I need to check my windows. Give me one moment. Okay. Let us continue. I think she's the dungeon. The vulnerable victim might be sailors forgot. The grave is not the victims. The truth breed painting a smile on the cell grins. That's an interesting theory. I like it. Come on. Huh. The way I want to make like the lore of the trial is going to be very interesting. Yeah. I can't wait to finish the first dungeon. Yeah, you have a head start. Yes. Oh wow, that actually hit, huh? Even though I blocked. Lovely. Ah. It seems like when I block one once, the second time I cannot really do it for some reason. There we go. Wow. Who are you attacking? Can you imagine? You are fighting the boss right here and suddenly you see meteors flying off into the distance? Really? Ow. Ah! Why does it look like that didn't even connect? Hmm. Did you see that? Even though I parried, it didn't even interact with me? The dash went like over my head. Golden parry? I have not heard of that one. Is an Ash of Barracks for shields? Then I cannot really use it. Because if I parry, it has to be with a dagger. It's a little rule I have. I can use the carry and parry with the shield, right? But when it comes with a strictly parry, it has to be with the dagger. Damn it. Golden Parry has the most generous when it comes to doing parries. It has the longest window to land the parry. Yeah. I choose the dagger specifically because it has the smallest parry window in the game. You cannot parry that one. Damn it. Yeah, he's not bleeding. Probably because the dagger doesn't have a blood enchantment. Only my rapier. Thank you, Lokan. Very generous of you. Ow. Gotcha. Again, he didn't parry. Hmm. Upgrade the... Is that 20? Is that the highest? Or am I missing some levels? Let me see actually. This way, I believe? Nope. I always get it wrong. Hello. Oh, it's actually not like at 100%. I already use all my thingies, right? I could use one of these to get some... No, I can just go farming actually. You are correct. Where was it? Right here, right? On this spot. And I just need to equip... what is it? This thing. Wait, no. This one. I had 40. Maybe with that would be enough. Yeah, my parry bolt doesn't really use mana. Because I can't put something on that. If it wasn't for that, I will actually use mana. Okay, it seems we're good. Allocate tasks. Let's leave one, just in case. It's not like I get to use more than one blue flask at any given moment. Ow. I wasted that. Ah, you still use it. He got me. Ouch. Okay, at the start, I thought this was going well. Apparently not. Okay, I cannot roll forward. Gotcha. Ah! Why did the fire still trigger? No one told me that was going to happen. Ah, really? Am I really doing that wrong? I was nailing it before. Again? Ah. I see. If I'm like close enough, he will still do the attack. I see. Ouch. Okay. There are a lot of attacks I still don't know how to parry. Yeah, that Radhan is more, like, difficult, in my opinion. Yeah. Even though that one I killed him fairly quickly. Ow. Damn it. Ah! Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday. when you're closer to death. Ow. I was expecting the explosion there. Shit. Ah. Ow. Damn it! It's so hard to find the party windows there. Sometimes I feel like can I feel the moment I need to parry? And sometimes I feel like I'm completely off. Wow. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting there. Shit. That happened because I was trying to parry everything. Let's go. Shit. Don't try to parry magic. Ouch. Gotcha. 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 Ah, I triggered with the blitz. Nice. Oh, you are on a different location. Ah. Ha. Got it. Ow. Shit, really?
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
If they allow you to use the Canarian parry on weapons, you could make weapons that can parry magic. Yeah. There is shields that can parry magic. But not daggers, sadly. Oh wow, I mistimed that really badly. Oh, that was new. Wow, the subway goes very far, huh? Hmm. Ah! He had a delay. Jump a little bit too fast. Ouch. And a little bit too late. Ouch, that really catches me by surprise, huh? Nice. Wow, he's very far away. Damn it. I figured out the AoE. I figured out how it works. The first spell, the nuke, I figured it out. I know how it works now. Yeah. It's actually way simpler than I thought. Yeah. Basically, there is a very specific range. And the range is like visually defined. So you actually can tell where to run. Ouch. Oh wow, I mistimed that. Yeah, it has a very clear range, yeah. It takes a bit to like realize the range and what actually marks the limitation. But once you see it, it's very easy to like figure out. Yeah. Lovely. Of course there is an extension. Ah, that delay. the delay! God damn it! Yes, Ashes Work and Barrier. Those Barrier. But those are for like shields, right? If I'm not mistaken. Lovely. Damn it! The delay is killing me. Literally. Ah. For shields as a spell. Yeah. I wish there were, like, a parry for weapons. That was not a dagger. I will put it my rapier. Because, like, this is very, like, difficult. Lovely. That combo, I have no idea how to parry. It seems like whatever I do, it just fails. For some reason. Maybe I'm doing it a little bit too early. Eh. Nope. Ah, shit. That one really gets me. There we go. That was a trigger. Nice. Nope. There is like this area. Right here we're safe. Yeah. It's a lot like easier to figure out than you would think. Ah. Yeah. It's easier to notice. There is like this like wall of light that delimits the area of the nuke. So once you go across that, you can like forget about it. Yeah. Wow. Where are you cheering? Again? Thank you, Atoin. You are very kind. That one went through. You can not parry those, I forgot. I'm getting better. I can feel it. Not quite a parry, I see. You could actually see me try to parry that. Maybe I'm doing a tiny bit too early. Yeah. Hello. Gotcha. Wow, I mistimed that completely. I feel like either I do a good run or I just die instantly. There is like no in between. Ouch. The final boss of Night Ring seemed easier? Really? I want to play that, but I want to do it on stream. I don't want to play it alone. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nice trigger. There we go. Lovely. AoE. The AoE killed me. Ow. Ow. Ah. Woo. Nope. Nice. And we're outside. Ah. Damn it! Ah! Yeah, it's a very satisfying end to the first phase. The trigger of the blood. Yeah. Because it triggers with the critical. Yeah. Nice. Ah, damn it. Shit! Ah! Did you equip the talisman that was critical hits? I did not, actually. Let me check. I have the one for the blood loss. Where is the one for the critical hits? Which one is the one for critical hits? I have the one that restores HP. Rises attack power after each critical hit. This one. Yeah. Let's see how it works here. Ah! Yeah, I suppose it's better than the Blade Lassium Talisman. Ah! Wow, I mistimed that awfully. Nope. Ah, shit. Wrong attack. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Nice! That was trigger right there. Nice, nice. Ouch. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. He's easier, yeah, because I can actually interrupt his combos now. It's not really a stagger per se, but it's very useful. That attack, I cannot quite land the parry. It's like hit and miss. Nice. That hit is very, very, very satisfying. And I'm out. Damn it. Really? Oh, what's that? That's new. Well, that attack was new. I never seen that one before. Huh. Ah, shit. Lovely. There was no splash. Damn it. Yeah, I'm out. Oh. Shit. Yeah. Now that I know the area for that thing, I can actually just run forwards. Ouch. Gotcha! That splash is very satisfying. Ah. Yeah, I'm out. Ah! I almost was out. Really?
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Damn it. Hmm. Damn it. Ah! Yeah, that's a really weird, like combo, right? Also, he discarded like his love, which you cannot say he's doing this out of love anymore. That one is so annoying. Gotcha! Hello! Oh. Oh. They always kill me. Lovely. I've been wondering, the one that is for critical attack, does it stack if I do a bunch of critical attacks in a sequence? I don't know how to, block that one. It doesn't attack? That's sad. What other item benefits from critical attacks? Maybe I can try them. Dagger tells us, but you don't have it. Huh. Ouch. Nice. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. Damn it! Ah! I don't even get a try to actually do parries here because he just kills me immediately. Ah. This time already? Damn it. Okay, at least I figured out a way to parry it. Maybe next stream I will actually make some progress. Yeah. Okay. Then let's stop here for today. Yeah.
A god was usurped for sure, lol. Because it didn't connect. I think you need to be where his slash is. Golden parry is the most generous when it comes to doing parries.
Well, I have tried 6 times already? Yeah. Mainly, I suppose I'm suffering because of the restrictions I self-imposed. Yeah. But I do think now that the most feasible way to defeat Radhan would be with parries. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's already 6, I believe. Yeah. Still, it wouldn't be the first time I get stuck on a boss. Yeah. Anyways, I suppose I will be ending here for today. And we will continue next week. Okay. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow for another game development stream. Yes. Good night. Bye bye. Good night. See you later. Good night. Adios. Buenas noches. Good night. And bye. Sleep well. Bye bye.
Stray meteors. How irresponsible. Radhan should lose his meteor wielding license because it didn't connect. I think you need to be where his slash is. I use golden parry, which extends the parrying distance, so from where you are I can parry him no problem. I'm getting a feeling even the devs had to fight this many times themselves, lol. Golden parry is an ash of war for shields. Golden parry is the most generous when it comes to doing parries. It is the longest window to land the parry. And you don't need to be point blank to land the parry. It uses very little mana too. Haha XD. After each parry you have a window for exactly 1 attack. Man, he's not bleeding. Lock on, you're welcome. Did you upgrade your parry dagger? It might reduce the damage you receive from failed parries. Not sure. Sell something or go 1 round of farming. Sure. Go ahead. That's probably enough. Also, your parry build doesn't require mana, right? Might as well dump all flasks into heals. Sometimes the fire triggers, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. The Radhan you fight at the Radhan festival is far scarier than this Radhan. Oh, it's my birthday now. Cool. Nice. Happy B-Day. 1 year closer to death. Confetti ball emoji. Unless you have a weapon that can parry magic. That would be cool. There are ashes of war that can parry magic. Like Thop's barrier. For shields, also a spell. Nice, Limao. The final boss of Nitrin seemed easier. Nice end to the first form 0. Did you equip the talisman that boosts critical hits? Supposed to be one of these. Dagger talisman, I guess you never found it. That's nice too. It's better than the bleed talisman, since you only bleed him once. Limao. He seems pretty killable now. Getting closer. X3. Yeah, that was new. You can do nothing but dodge that. Damn, nice. Preaches about compassion, but gets a war-hungry general who desires perpetual war as his consort. He discarded his brain too probably. Next stream for sure. I don't think so. Let me check. It doesn't stack. There's one called Dagger Talisman, but you don't have it. It boosts critical hits by 17%. Oh, it's time already. Dang. Third time's the charm. First time I beat him I just spam rot pots at him limau. It took me 3 times to beat the boss I was stuck on in my game too. XD. I mean 3 streams haha. Okay, good night everyone. Haha, see ya. Good luck next time if I don't appear. X3. Alright. Good night people, sleep well. I still love this TTS ending thing. XD. Yeah, I like it too. Sun emoji. I'm curious. My Rofilcopter goes soy soy soy. Black star emoji. Crescent moon emoji. Remember to wash hands and hydrate, or I'll activate vibration mode emoji. Lol, bye bye. See ya.